Hi, today is March the 15th, 2021, and I'm going to read on Jared Kushner. I'd been meaning to read on him because he'd kind of slipped the spotlight until recently. He's come back out praising Biden's Iranian strategy and, acting like he is somebody that has some kind of something to say about the Middle East situation, calling it a real estate problem where Israel should continue to work on strengthening its relations with other Arab nations. So interesting that he suddenly has an opinion once Biden's, in office, and he's praising Biden. So let's take a look and see what's up with that. I'm using my old tatty Witch's Tarot. You can see how dog-eared it is from my the way I shuffle, which is kind of side to side. I'm not a fancy shuffler. I am definitely no Vegas fancy schmancy shuffler. Pretty simple, really. So anyway, we're going to focus on Jared Kushner. He's a Capricorn. And see how come he's decided to pop back out to say hello to us all. What's going on with Jared Kushner? What do we need to know and be aware of? And why is he coming out all in support of Biden and acting like he's got something to say, like he's somebody? Why is he doing that? Okay, so we're going to start. We're going to do a Celtic cross. This is, forgive me, I did take my antihistamines, but my voice is a little craggy. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So he's been working on trying to hone his skills or his knowledge. This definitely makes me feel like this is a calculated effort. I think it is his honest opinion. Just a feeling, all right? That's what's covering him. Let me grab a sip of my coffee if you don't mind. Okay, now, what's crossing him? The Knight of Cups, him offering his opinion. He thinks he's, look at that Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. To me, it really comes off like he thinks somebody, pardon my language, bleep. He really thinks that somebody effing cares about his opinion, which makes me laugh and say, Jared, nobody really? Dude, you can keep that all to yourself. He feels like he has something to legitimately offer, like his experience with them and working with these people. The way he works with these people, though, is not on the up and up. But I think he does know them to a degree. I do. But it's just arrogance is what I'm getting. And he's just offering his 2 cents to look like he's knows what he's talking about and wants to offer something so it looks like he's not a complete dingbat. I think I'm getting because Biden, is working on this, and this was supposed to be his area under the Trump administration of expertise, so to speak. that he feels like he's got to pipe up and say something. That's just what I'm getting. Like, you know, can't let it go without saying something. Like, oh yes, I agree, because I'm as knowledgeable as Biden and as the Biden administration is on these matters. He doesn't want it to he can't help himself. I feel like it's a matter of more of a pride, more of an ego. So he offers his opinion so that he can look like he is not completely in the dark. Okay, let's go to the card that this is based on, is the Two of Swords. This is about, I believe, brokering peace in the Middle East. You know, trying to bring peace. He's legitimately looking at this area. I think it is a legitimate, actually, interest of his. Crowning him is the Five of Pentacles. Well, that's a heck of a lot less than that Eight of Pentacles that's covering him. And the Two of Swords is peace. It's the peace. And it's because things are not good there. Things are not healthy there. It's not a healthy situation. And hasn't, as we know, for some time, with that Five of Pentacles. And it is a place that has such potential and just needs help, needs outside assistance to become more healthy of a situation. We're looking at the well-being, and I feel like this is the conflict, this is that situation, obviously, over there, that's been going on for so long, and it's just left things in tatters. It's not thriving. It's struggling. This is a card of physical struggle and mental struggle, and on board with that because you're dealing with so much. So, okay. I also think that he's offering his opinion because, as I said, he was supposed to be working on that, and he doesn't want to look, I think personally, he doesn't want to look completely inept. I do. I think it's a little bit, you can see the ash there. I think it's a little bit of a definitely mixture of interest and also for the fact that he doesn't want to be shown up as somebody that didn't know anything about what he was doing there. And anyhow, that's what I'm getting, as well as the legitimate seeking of peace for those nations. Page of Pentacles is falling into his past. But it shows in his past that with the Pentacles, the work he did there was meager. It was just precursory. It was very light. And he's trying to school himself, I think, more at present. He's trying to catch himself up to speed. I think he's, I don't think he did very much. It shows here. in the way of helping that along, that he was learning as he went. When he got into office, he was learning as he went. Total. And it's become, I think, something that has captured his interest. But he's still very much, with these pentacles, at a novice placement. Mentally, knowledgeably, crowning him is the Five of Pentacles. That's not a real robust card. It's a card that is weak and needs to be strengthened. I also feel like it is addressing the condition between Israel and Palestine, that this has made it a real struggle for them both in their day-to-day living. It's weighing on them. It's just creating a lot of people that are maimed and struggling. And to do with land, to do with outside, to do with land as well. And here we have, okay, the Eight of Cups in his near future, where we're talking about abandonment. Okay, so we get the card of basically abandonment, or leaving something to the past and moving on. And I definitely think it is definitely about reaching out and working on the other relationships possible with I think the other Arab nations. Definitely there is a feeling about that, as what I think he definitely feels should be done or would be done. I see that of course, if it's Biden's plan, then yes, it's going to be, there's going to be other things done. But there's definitely something here also that he had to, there's the abandonment of his job that he had there. To me, there's, see, if we look at that, the Eight of Pentacles, and we get another 8 here too, that's something I didn't catch. All right, forgive me if this makes an unpleasant sound. Okay. So I think he is coming out to make this comment because it really is something he's developed an interest in. And he just feels like what I'm getting of his point of view is they should continue to make offers to other Arab nations, and then come maybe back, or just, but this is to step away from, I believe. And in this case, I don't think it's forever, but it's to step away from perhaps the Israel-Palestinian situation. He's trying to get some influence this way for some reason. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Real estate, huh? Yeah, you would put it that way, but this is to do with the nations of people. The Eight of Wands, activity in the environment picking up. He's traveling. I think he's going to start doing some kind of traveling. He's going to make some kind of, there's some kind of an offer, right? Where that links back to his past, where he had done work with regard to the Middle East and Israel. It just looks, his work that he was able to quote-unquote accomplish looks sickly. It's very pale. It's very anemic looking. I think he understands that one's really tough in trying to deal with Israel. So, again, I just feel like he's offering his 2 cents because he doesn't want to be shown up, and because he's actually is in agreement that stepping away from the Palestinian-Israeli problem should be pursued. And that actually the working with others in the Arab nations could have an effect then on this situation that remains stuck at the end of the day, mind you. Now, in the placement of hopes and fears, we have the Star card. Jared would still very much like to be attached to the Middle East equation. He would like to have the attention, be in the spotlight about it. Like he had some big hand in brokering or advising. It's very, yes, egotistical. It's not all altruistic at all. It's I want to be the one seen as having done this amazing thing with the Middle East. Now his final card is the Queen of Wands. Why do I feel like just the smile on this queen's face made me laugh from it, because I feel like she's somebody that's been watching him. And I think she's going to have somebody that's going to have a comment to make about his comment. And it looks to be a fiery queen. Let's just pull a couple extra cards about this. There's, well, it looks like there is at least a friendliness here, with the possibility of more, but definitely the Two of Cups is alike minds. Many times it's a relationship of some kind that's close. And if it isn't an intimate relationship, then it can be quite simply a friendship. This is a female that I think he and that may also have an interest in him. What? I don't care. I don't want to know this crap. Two of Cups, and the Four of Cups. This is, yeah, look at the two and the Two of Cups and the couple in the Four of Cups. This is to do with, oh, I get it now. This is to do with the peace brokerage and the lack of anything really happening. So I feel like this female may end up making a comment of, yeah, you really did so much work there, in a kind of, I think this is talking about, he didn't create any improvement over in the Middle East as he was assigned to do. So I'm thinking that this may not be somebody that's so much in his court, but perhaps somebody in the Democrat court that could end up having a response to his desire to pipe in and give us his 2 cents. And I think her 2 cents on him is going to be, wow, well, regarding your peace attempt and work there, you know, there's a lot that's has yet to be desired. I also get, pardon me, I've got to shift to something. I also get this sense, I'm just trying to get this sense of, like, is this female, you know, on the same page as him, or is she just taking a little bit of a laugh at him, you know, having a little bit of a, like, okay, dude. We get the Hangman and the Four of, and the Four of Wands. Up here we had the Four of Cups. So, yes, this is the delay. She's going to be pointing out how there was, with him, no improvement whatsoever. That he went with what he went over there to do. He didn't get any traction. He didn't do anything. And so I believe this is a woman that's going to make a comment on his commentary and saying and pointing out that she didn't see him as being able, as having accomplished anything there either. But there's just a little, I feel like there's a little cattiness to this, and I just want to see if I'm right. The Hermit and the Three of Cups, yeah. This female is going to point out that he had absolutely no interest in being active in really doing something that would have, or, you know, the work there. That's what I just keep getting. It's like the effort doesn't happen. The effort is elsewhere. The effort is on hanging out with one's little clique, one's little group there. Not really being there for the people. But calling him out in his need of soul searching, rather than his superficial tendencies of trying to make it look like he's done something substantive, or that he has something more substantive than he does to offer. You know, he just So I'm feeling like this queen takes a poke at him for the comments I think that he's going to probably continue to make, and trying to say, hey, I agree, like he knows what he's talking about. It looks like it irritates this Queen of Wands, who has something to say along the lines of, we're still waiting to see, you know, what the benefit was that you did when you were there, kind of thing. And exactly what was it that you did when you were there? Seriously, there's a bit of a I can feel that. And she offers a different perspective on the situation going on there. I think she's going to find it irritating that Jared's chiming in on something this woman here, this Queen of Wands, feels very passionately about. Perhaps she's someone that Biden has given power to oversee or deal with some of that. I haven't been caught up with all who he's appointed and what they're doing. So, also when we look at the Hermit and the Three of Cups, again, this is a call to look more deeply at his ties, his associates, the people that he, Jared, that he had over there. Who were his buddies? Who were the people that he was working with? Basically, she's, kind of referring, I just got the Saint Jared offers his opinion as the way of peace for the Middle East. She's totally taking the piss, as they say in England. She's totally taking the piss out of him, whoever she is. Okay, that's what the tarot wants to say. And the Six of Cups, the past. The Five of Cups, loss. This is to do with Khashoggi, I'm sure, because of his connection. Like maybe we should deal with MBS, huh? Because I think she's going to bring up that case. Yes, death. And the Three of Swords. And about how Jared's actions there, and that we should go taking advice from somebody who contributed to the death of an individual by reaching out to some of those other quote-unquote Arab nations, in aligning and working with them. So I think this Queen of Wands here lights into Jared. I don't know who she is, but I see her girlfriend is going to totally shout, just totally call him out. Call him out. Let's just see what happens after that. King of Cups. This would be Biden, in all likelihood. And the King of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords. And Justice. I see Biden and possibly, unless this is the man that he wants justice to go for, I see this man, who I believe is Biden, calling for investigation into, oh my God, that's Jared. Of course, he is the King of Pentacles. He is a Capricorn. So Biden will call for an investigation into Jared. Theft, in particularly, taking things. This is definitely crafty, shrewd, shifty behavior that is definitely on the sketchy end of the spectrum, and that's why Biden is seen here wanting justice to look at this. Yes, Knight of Swords. It very quickly gets rolling then it goes into the Wheel of Fortune. So past stuff, and this is karmic based, comes up, and it's very quick, and it comes with a punch very powerfully. The Chariot. The High Priest. This is the Hierophant. So, yeah, this is the law is coming. and checking him out. Yep, checking out his little work, who he was working with overseas, who he was doing business with. What benefits, financial, otherwise, was he offering? What was being circulated? So much is in here. There was so much going on. I can feel the depth of like all this activity. And so Biden is going to call for something, an investigation into Jared and his Middle East conduct. And he's going to get exposed. Oh my gosh. He's going to get exposed. Whatever he was doing over there. Because it created an imbalance that will be found. Interesting. That we're going to have to correct. Watchfulness, spying, and telling. Jared is just a spy. He acted as a spy, and he was giving them information. This causes a lot of anxiety. It may be for him, if he were to be found out, or maybe for somebody else that he put under the bus, like Khashoggi. Seven of Cups. Okay, he's gonna, I think actually this is speaking, could be that he tried to confuse things. He'll be under a lot of pressure and try to cover his trail or make it difficult to discern exactly what was going on, make it stressful to find out. But I think most certainly he will be stressed that that behavior that he was involved in be found out. He may end up also going through time drinking or trying to numb oneself because they are so stressed. And I really do get that. So like some drink there, some like taking a holiday in a bottle going on here. Could also be that I wonder if there's a drug angle, but this could just be him personally getting so stressed and worried about them looking into him providing information, I'm sure about Khashoggi and other things, to MBS. There's Ivanka trying to hold on. Wow. This reading is ringing. I think while Jared is being investigated and basically becomes a bit of a drunk, for all lack of a better description. And Ivanka will be trying to, if this causes her to feel insecure, so she's going to be much more defensive and trying to hold on to what she has. The Nine of Pentacles, personal wealth and reputation, because you know the Trump women are trying to get into office, right? Especially what's her bucket, Laura? Is this her? Maybe it is, because it's a Queen of Pentacles. I'm not sure. But this woman is looking to, she's wealthy, she's got money. What's this? And this comes after, is that Melania? Oh, because that'd be really hysterical. I know these two have each other, don't care for each other at all. I think this is Melania, and she is in a much better situation than Ivanka financially. Look at that. Ivanka's like holding on to like the barest, and this Queen of Pentacles, and Melania's a Taurus, is looking flush. She's looking like she's got her life sorted out, or like she's got her coins sorted out. She's got her bank sorted out. Ivanka's looks very, very anemic here. I think she's trying to take some base money and sock it away, because Jared's gonna get in trouble for the thing of him bringing information as a spy, is what I saw for MBS. So the tea's still spilling. Here is the fight. Here is some sort of arguing or battle. You can't, this isn't autofocus. Please autofocus. That comes after the Melania, what I'd call the Melania card, and the Seven of Pentacles. So I think Jared's going to be fighting. He's going to have to reevaluate all of his finances, assets, and whatnot. He's going to be in trouble, because I think he's going to get investigated. This is the overseas activity. And finances, money, business, doing business. Some sort of a surprise that is found. Unexpected. And it is a ending. It is an ending. I think it has to do with Khashoggi. They might find something once they go over stuff that they didn't anticipate. Some kind of quote-unquote receipt type of thing is what I get. And to me, this is that horrid death that, and also quite possibly the end for, there is evidence found condemning Kushner as being guilty of even other stuff that we're not aware of. Some other aspects. Tower, Jared's gonna be, he's a fool. His goose is cooked. And there's nothing he can do about it but deal with what's coming to him, which I would imagine be some sort of sentencing and stuff. Because I see, you know what? Joe's put the law on him. That's it. So if you enjoyed this reading, and it's a long one, I could have gone on, but this is already 38 minutes, 38 seconds. So I'm going to stop here, and I will keep up on Jared and see how things are going. But there you've got it. So keep a watch for that to happen. And again, if you did like my content, please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and make sure that the notification bell is on, because you know what? Sometimes YouTube is unsubscribing people, so that's unfortunate. Make sure that you're subscribed, okay? All right, see you in the next video.